Russian tanks go up in flames after Ukrainian strikes. Today, you'll see some of the most intense and rare battlefield moments, from F-16 fighter jets striking command centers to Ukrainian drones hunting down armored vehicles and strategic radars. The story begins with Ukrainian intelligence drones spotting 2 Russian tanks advancing toward frontline positions. To slow them down, FPV drones are launched. One slams into an armored plate, forcing Russian crews to scatter into nearby bushes. But the lead tank keeps rolling forward. That's when a Ukrainian M7 artillery unit is called in. Coordinates are locked, and a powerful shell lands just meters away. More FPV drones join the hunt. One of them strikes the tank's engine, causing severe damage. Still, the Russian crew pushes forward and returns fire. As the vehicle creeps dangerously close to Ukrainian positions, another FPV drone dives straight into its target. The strike sets off flames inside the tank, forcing the crew to abandon their machine and hide among trees. Within seconds, fuel ignites, and the Russian tank turns into nothing but burning scrap metal. But this is just the beginning. Ukrainian FPV drones are then dispatched deep into enemy-held territory to strike critical infrastructure. Russian air defenses quickly respond, launching missiles at the incoming drones. The first rocket narrowly misses. A second missile streaks through the sky, but the Ukrainian drone operator skillfully dodges and pushes forward. The drone slams into a Russian radar system, crippling their defenses. Elsewhere, a Russian BMP is spotted moving through a Ukrainian village. High above, a Ukrainian Vampire drone circles, waiting for the perfect moment. The drone releases an explosive that detonates inside the BMP, spewing black smoke. As Russian infantry attempts to deploy, a swarm of FPV drones descends, overwhelming the vehicle. Reconnaissance later confirms its total destruction. Then comes one of the biggest moments of the day. Ukrainian forces locate a Russian command center. An F-16 fighter jet is scrambled, loaded with precision-guided bombs. With pinpoint accuracy, the bombs hit their target. The entire structure erupts as ammunition inside detonates, eliminating yet another key hub of Russian operations. But the fight doesn't stop there. A Russian air defense system becomes the next target. Ukrainian drones transmit coordinates, but before they can complete the mission, Russians fire back with anti-aircraft missiles. A near miss shakes the sky, but Ukrainian HIMARS artillery has already locked in. 2 missiles streak toward the position, one striking the radar, the other obliterating the launcher. On another sector of the front, a Russian tank attempts to storm Ukrainian lines, but its advance comes to a sudden end when it drives over a mine. Immobilized, the vehicle is finished off by a Ukrainian soldier with an RPG. The explosion is massive, so powerful it leaves a crater nearly 50 feet wide. Soon after, Ukrainian artillery locates a Russian field depot. HIMARS units fire, sending missiles crashing into the site. Secondary explosions ripple through the depot as mines and shells erupt, reducing it to rubble. Russian artillery positions are also discovered preparing a strike on a Ukrainian city. HIMARS reacts instantly. Rockets slam into the position, wiping out the artillery crew before they can fire. Meanwhile, Ukrainian FPV operators locate a Russian vehicle storage facility. One by one, drones dive into parked artillery pieces and engineering vehicles, setting off chain explosions. The entire storage site is reduced to twisted metal. In another clash, a Russian BMP attempts to approach Ukrainian defenses. FPV drones quickly intercept it. A direct hit disables the vehicle, and Ukrainian artillery follows up with devastating precision. The BMP is struck multiple times, eventually bursting into flames as its ammunition cooks off. Moments later, another abandoned Russian APC becomes a target. Ukrainian bomber drones swoop in, dropping explosives on the motionless vehicle. At first, the bombs cause little damage, but then a final drop hits perfectly. The result is catastrophic. The ammunition inside detonates, blowing the vehicle apart. In yet another strike, Ukrainian HIMARS target a Russian rocket system. Using cluster munitions, they unleash an enormous explosion that scatters pieces of the Grad launcher across the battlefield. Not long after, a Russian Terminator armored vehicle is spotted. Ukrainian FPV drones are launched. The first strike hits the rear, while the second smashes directly into the driver's hatch.
We have a drone dropping a grenade in through the driver's hatch of a T-72 tank.
The crew flees in panic, leaving the machine behind. Later, when Russians attempt to recover their vehicle with a tank, Ukrainian drones ambush again, disabling the tank's engine and ensuring both targets remain in flames. In a similar engagement, Ukrainian FPV drones pursue a Russian BMP. precise hit cripples the vehicle, and artillery shells land nearby to finish the job. Another drone penetrates the hull, setting off ammunition in a violent blast. Meanwhile, Ukrainian reconnaissance drones locate yet another Russian artillery piece in the fields. As the crew attempts to fire, a Mavic drone drops grenades directly on top. The soldiers abandon their weapon and run, but the fire spreads until ammunition ignites in a spectacular detonation. Across multiple fronts, Ukrainian forces combine drones, artillery, and precision air power to dismantle Russian armor and artillery. From tanks and BMPs to depots and command centers, each strike chips away at Russia's ability to advance. And with every explosion caught on camera, the reality of modern warfare becomes clear. Precision and speed now decide the battlefield.